know that BSF get sick? They are good in breaking down organic waste and they do not transmit disease. They're also resistant to disease, but they still get sick. I recently discovered that in my farm when some batch of BSF got sick, and I did my research, I found out a whole lot about the BSF. Yes, the BSF gets sick. There's a lot of factors that can affect your BSF. Probably you've not heard about it, so I'm making this video to let you know so that you prepare yourself as you are going into your BSF farm as a beginner. Even though you are into the BSF farm, you can learn one or two things in this video, so stay with me to the end of this video. You will learn one or two things, and please subscribe to the channel so that the channel will grow. And recently I have a batch of BSF that I noticed just died off. So I began to do my research and I found out a whole lot of things. So there is 4 major factors that can affect your BSF. Number 1 is fungi disease. It can affect your BSF. Fungi is a nematode that can affect your BSF. You find out that your BSF will just die off. They will not eat. They will move away from the food, and then they will die off. So it affects BSF farm. Fungi affect your BSF both in the larva stage and the pupa stage. When they are about to pupate, you will see the mud on the dead larva, the white mud on the dead larva is fungal attack. So a fungal can attack your BSF farm. Then there is what is called bacterial infection also. Bacteria can also affect your BSF farm. So it's called soft rot, where your BSF will rot. They will just die off. They will get so soft, they will rot and die off. So, another thing that can affect your BSF larva is environmental stress. So much impact on the BSF, environmental stress. Where the temperature is excessively hot, things that sometimes beyond your control. I live in the northern part of the country where the weather condition can be so harsh at times. So I find out that when some of my larvae has pupated and they're supposed to turn to fly, but they dried up because of excessive heat. Excessive heat can affect your BSF farm. So you need to wet the larva, wet it, and even your pupa, wet the pupa, so that the excessive heat will not affect them. So I'm giving you this advice. If you are living in a very hot climate, at the particular time of the year, you reduce your production, BSF production. So I learned that in this part of the country I am right now, that by February, March, April and May, there is so much heat. There is so much heat, so I have to reduce my BSF activity because of so much heat. Sometimes you can't really control this environment. You try your best to mitigate the risk, to reduce the risk, but you can't really rule it out. So my advice is to reduce your activity at this particular time of the year where the heat is excessive, or the harmattan. So the issue we're having here is not really the harmattan, it's the excessive heat. So it dry up the BSF, it dry up your pupa where you have separated your pupa and taken it to the net for it to pupate. The excessive heat will just dry it up. So wherever you are, watch your environment and know if at this time of the year, which time of the year is the best. So take advantage of those months that BSF perform well. Like in this part of the country, BSF perform well during the rainy season. From the month of June, July till January, they do well. So at that time, cultivate your BSF to the maximum. Put in all your effort to grow large scale BSF. But at that month, for example February, March and April, where the heat is so much, or harmattan, depending on where you are, you reduce the activity at that time, reduce your BSF activity, grow a smaller quantity of BSF. So when the weather have changed and improve, then you increase your production. So it's an advice I want to give you today. So watch the weather where you are, know what is obtainable. So excessive environmental stress affects BSF farm. So much heat affect them, high density affect them, harmattan also affect them. So environmental stress is one of the factors that you watch out in your BSF farm. And the fourth one I want to mention is rodents and predators attack your BSF farm. Insect can attack your BSF farm. I have an incident where I kept the BSF, black soldier ants came into that place and infected the BSF that I kept in the power ponds. So when I try using salt to kill the black soldier ants that infected my power ponds, the black soldier ant died quite alright, but the salt affected the larva and the larva also died. So these are some of the things you watch out, something depending on where you did it. So if it's on the ground and open place like mine, you can have such an incident. But if it's like they are in containers and in a well enclosed place, you hardly have such incident. Another thing, rat, lizard, snake, they all eat BSF. They go for the BSF. That's why you see in most power ponds they have net over their power ponds. The net is to keep the rodents out. They will clear your BSF if you allow them, the rodents. So you have to cover your containers with net. You have to cover your power pond. When you build your power pond, place a net on each power pond to keep rodents out, insects and everything that will eat up your BSF farm. So this is something you watch out for. This is one of the risks in the business. So these are some of the things that affect your BSF farm. Every business you do, you have goals and objective. You want to achieve them. You want to make profits. That's why you go into such a venture. So this information is to equip you. And if you are getting value from this content, I want you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe so that the channel will grow. More and more people will learn about this amazing farming called BSF farm, and it will benefit the world as a whole because it will reduce our dependence on feed for our livestock. It will reduce it so that we use BSF to supplement and we'll have more profit in our livestock farming. So I will need you to subscribe. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you for supporting the channel, and I thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. See you in my next video, and take care of yourself. God bless you.